My boss fired me in the middle of a workday. No warning, no paperwork, just a smug grin like he'd won. What he didn't realize was that in that moment, he handed me the perfect weapon to destroy him, and a year later, I watched him crawl back, begging me to take his money. I was 35 when I got the call. A respected Italian company wanted me as their SEO copywriter and social media manager. It felt like the stability I'd been chasing, but there was a catch. Instead of hiring me properly, they forced me to open a freelance VAT number. On paper, I was independent. In reality, I worked 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, only for them. No benefits, no rights. Just a fake contract that gave them all the power. I told myself, prove your worth, and maybe doors will open. And I did. Deadlines always met, clients always satisfied, constant praise from managers and customers. But praise doesn't protect you when the people above you are rotten. There was the mini-boss, young, insecure, always glued to his phone. His girlfriend worked there too. She was hopeless, constantly dumping her mistakes on others. Then there was Big Boss, the general manager. Arrogant, smug, and protecting his mistress on payroll, she was just as incompetent, but untouchable. Their mistakes meant late nights for the rest of us, and when I dared to say out loud what everyone else only whispered, that these women were a liability, I made enemies. 7 months in, it all came crashing down. Mini-boss called me into a room. No eye contact, just a flat, cold, "Your services are no longer required." Shock burned through me. I asked to speak to Big Boss. Denied. So I stood, looked Mini-boss in the eye, and smiled. "This isn't over." He froze. "Are you threatening the company?" he asked nervously. I leaned in and said, "Threats are for people who aren't sure they'll win. I'm making a promise. It's just a matter of time." That day I walked out unemployed, but not powerless. I found a lawyer. We built a case, fake freelance contract, logged hours like an employee, client testimonials, everything. Then Big Boss made his fatal mistake. When my lawyer sent an official notice, he replied personally, not with professionalism, but with insults. He ranted about me, attacked my character, my skills, everything. My lawyer chuckled. He just handed us gold. Justice in Italy moves slow. For a year I waited, but I wasn't idle. I built a 200-page dossier, emails, invoices, chats, photos of late-night projects where I'd cleaned up after their incompetence. By Christmas, it was ready. Less than a week after my lawyer filed it, their lawyer reached out, and this time, the arrogance was gone. It was pleading. "Please, just name your settlement amount. Let's avoid a trial." We asked for a 5-figure sum. They didn't even argue. They paid. The day of the settlement hearing, I walked into the courtroom calm. Big Boss sat across, arms folded, jaw tight. The judge flipped through the file, page after page of evidence. Then she looked at me and congratulated me. "This is one of the most thorough cases we've seen." "Well done." Then she turned to my ex-boss. Her voice cut through the silence like a knife. "Your conduct is appalling. Frankly, we are tired of seeing your name in this court." His face flushed red. He had to sit there, humiliated, while I got paid to walk away. Justice served, cold and perfect. When I stepped outside, the air felt lighter. I hadn't just won money, I'd won dignity. I proved that no matter how powerful someone thinks they are, they can't exploit people forever. And the best part? Big Boss had paid me to teach him that lesson. If this story gave you chills, smash that like button right now. Tell me in the comments, what's the most satisfying revenge you've ever seen at work? And don't forget to subscribe to Revenge with Fatiq for more stories where karma strikes harder than anyone expects.